Alright, so today we're going to be looking at the Rubico Critapha. Critapha, I think that's what it's called. So I've been actually trying to get a good roll on this Riven for a while, and I think I finally have something that I can kind of showcase. So the build is pretty much a normal type of build, and I think this probably is my perfect like a sniper setup. Like, I don't usually use snipers, but I think if I were to use a sniper from now on, it's definitely gonna be Rubico. Now, one of the reasons has to be the fact that I do have this amazing, Critapha Riven, which basically adds heat damage and crit chance. And I know this is not a god roll type deal. You know, I would probably would have, multi-shot in there and crit damage. Of course, that'll be great. But the one of the reasons I actually do like it is because of the fact that you have ambush optics, so it's really good. And then you have a lot of crit chance, so that also helps out a lot. So yeah, this thing seems pretty stacked up, as you can see. 140% crit chance, and you know what, let's actually take it let's take it into the simulacrum to test out how it actually does there. And then what we'll do also is test it out in Steel Path. And then of course everybody does Eidolon, so we're gonna go for Eidolons and see how it does against Eidolons. So let's go and check that out. Alright, so now we're in the simulacrum and we're gonna be doing level 135's heavy gunners. And one of the things I do want to say that I like about this Rubico has to be the ambush optics. Now that's an Exilus mod you can get from the new Nightwave stuff, but not the new, I mean it's been going on for a while, but the newest Nightwave thing you can get is this mod. Now I actually wasn't planning on getting any of the mods, but I actually saw this thing and I was like, you know what, I'm kind of interested. I want to see what this is. So basically it reduces your zoom by 50%, which is a really big thing for me because I don't like running snipers because, first the scopes are fucking too much. They block a lot of shits for me, and then also I just don't like this fucking insane amount of zoom just so that I can like headshot something. But because I was putting together this Riven build, I actually got to do this, and as you can see, the damage itself is really good. Like you're like three, maybe four shotting these fucking guys. So yeah, this thing seems pretty fucking good, as you can see right here. And also the zoom, the least amount of zoom is not even like a zoom. It's like 1.3. So I really actually like this Riven a lot, and I also like the fucking ambush optics. So in Steel Path, it actually does pretty well too. I mean, it is a sniper, so it's gonna be doing a lot of damage. If you get those headshots, it's gonna be pretty good. Now, I am not using my Smite Infusion buffs so that I can get like a little bit more damage on this thing, but as you can see, without a Kavad, without any of the crit buffs of a Kavad, or even like the Vigilant Armament type stuff, like any of that, as you can see, it's still doing pretty decent damage. And Steel Path enemies are kind of a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've stopped doing Steel Path just because I'm like, man, fucking the enemies are just too fucking rough. Not even rough, like they're just too annoying for me to kill. So it's kind of actually good to know that you do have like a weapon that you could just take in and you can just basically headshot these guys and they could go down pretty easily. And also I like the fact that this doesn't have a lot of zoom, so whenever I do aim, it's basically I'm right at their head. And also, like, if you do not zoom in fully, you don't use a lot of fucking crit damage. So yeah, this thing is pretty well and pretty good in Steel Path. Now in Eidolon Hunting, it also seems to be doing pretty well. I mean, I was able to take down Eidolon pretty quickly. I mean, you could take it down pretty quickly anyway. I mean, of course, I'm not running like a, like a type of build that actually kills Eidolon faster, but I was able to like take down one of its parts for like, I think it was like 4 shots on the terror list. And I just tested out with Gantelist also, and I think that was, I'm not sure, but I think that was about like 5 or 6 shots on one of the parts. And I think taking out the terror list is pretty easy, honestly. But it's just like, you just got to do it fast so you can get to the Gantelist. So yeah, in Eidolon Hunting, it also seems to be pretty well, and yeah, this is pretty good. So all in all, I think the build came out pretty well, and I'm pretty happy with the build itself. I am gonna try to get, you know, of course, crit damage on there or multi-shot, you know, trying to roll it a lot. But, you know, I've been rolling a lot of Rivens lately, so it was just kind of hard for me to get the Rubico one rolling because I've been trying to get another bunch of Rivens, trying to get them rolled. So, you know, that was basically it. And I'm really happy with it. I mean, it turned out pretty well. And, you know, it does the job, you know, which is sniper rifle does, which basically just killing anything at one shot. You can pretty much easily do it. And yeah, so that's it. That's the Rubico Critapha, I think. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I would appreciate if you would subscribe. That'll be great. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one with something good, probably, maybe.